Hey guys, it's Wanda from Crazy Days. I'm in the Queen Dome today, the white shade cloth, 40% high tunnel that I'm growing in. And you can see through the doors Danny's black shade cloth one over behind us. We're not touring Danny's today, we're going to be touring mine. I want to show you the exciting things I have going on in the greenhouse. This is April the 15th, 16th. Today's the 16th, I believe. So 15th, 16th, something like that, close. And it's about 12 o'clock in the day. It rained earlier this morning. It's about 65 to 70 degrees outside. It got up past 80 in here before I opened the doors, but I had the vents on that end open. We have both sides rolled up and both doors have air vents like this, just screen. So everything in here was okay, except I didn't have fans on. So I know in the summertime it's gonna get warm in here in a hurry. So we're nice and cozy right now. It's cooler outside, warmer in here. It's about 80 degrees in here, but perfect growing temperatures. Now, my Egyptian walking onions are starting to lean over. Really good. And you can see they're doing it everywhere in here. They're crooking, so we've got to let them keep going, take them out, divide them, all that kind of stuff. My flower's still hanging in there and there, still pretty. This kale, after Miss Lippy just butchered it, look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Now this one's wanting to go to seed. I'm gonna break the top out and just see what happens. Okay, I should have done that last week, I guess. But I'm gonna have a lot of kale still to eat. We're gonna do some stir-fry kale probably tonight for supper. So between this and the other kale I have up front, looks great. This is our peppercorn plant. It's got a tinge of yellow, so I've got to ask Danny what exactly I need to add to it to get this one back to its pretty green. It's just coming out from its winter dying, I guess you would say, but it's doing okay. One of my flowers I planted here, look at Danny's onions. You see those onions? They're bulbing up, they're looking great. Look how tall. This is my Cherokee purple tomato. I've got a stand of them all the way down. Aren't they beautiful? And I saw on one of them down below, looked like it was wanting to bloom. So I may have blooming tomatoes before long, but these are the Cherokee purples and Danny's onions. These are the bulbing onions. I forgot which one he planted, but anyway, one of those. Look at the Cherokee Long Eagle popcorn, guys. I am so thrilled. I've been in here weaving. I don't want anything to happen to my corn, so I'm weaving it to kind of keep holding it up. But the petunias too, can't help it, petunias. But look, the popcorn is looking awesome. So this is a Cherokee Long Eagle popcorn. It's got a pretty color. Danny's been adding whatever it needs to it. I think it's about time to add some more. He's been adding ammonia, I think, off and on every week or so. But it looks awesome. The petunias in here also has my other peppercorn, and it looks a little greener than the other one. So maybe it just needs some good fertilization or something like that. On this side, the aloes are hanging in there, coming back out. This Egyptian walking onion's fixing to start leaning over and growing. Airplane plants hanging in there. These are the Algonquin speckled beans. They started coming up, and I've got a little creature that's nibbling on the leaves, I see. But a lot of them came up, and these seeds were several years old. So I would say 75% of them came up. That is really pretty awesome for older seeds. The mullein hanging in there. Miss Lippy brought me this. It's hanging in there. Look at this. Cherokee yellow wax beans. What do y'all think? They got these pretty pink blooms all over them. And look at this. I'm gonna be eating beans before long. They're all over the place. These things are starting to bloom. They're starting to put on their beans. They got little beans everywhere hanging in there. all over the place. Little beans, little beans. So in a week, Cherokee yellow wax beans. Now the hearts are bleeding, hearts are bursting Cherokee plant, it was a flower, did not come up, and I didn't find the seed, so I'm not sure if it'll ever come up, but we're leaving it because they said it was a hard shell seed and it might take a while. This is the Trail of Tears, the Cherokee Trail of Tears. Look at this. All the way up to the top. I've got 3 plants. They're all doing that. They're growing and doing really great. This is one of Danny's squash plants. He couldn't plant them outside because of the weather. Look at this. It's going to take over my whole aisle. I've got a squash there. Then we come on over here. We've got squash in here. You see there? I do believe we're going to have some squash fries with Miss Lippy's seasoning on them before long. My pretty, pretty flowers. You can't help but love these pretty colors. You just gotta love them, right? Gardeners know all the dirt. Danny and his dirt. Over here, look at this. More kale. Like I said, we're having some kale tonight. And then my Market More cucumbers. Now some of the leaves are taking on a kind of a spotted look. But when they do that, I usually take those leaves off and leave the newer leaves to grow because I don't need all those leaves under the bottom. I'm wanting it to continue up. I'll give it another day or two and take the bottom leaves off and keep going up this. Again, some of Danny's bulb onions that are bulbing in here. My onion chives, they're all coinciding really well together. The couple of house plants, this one's starting to come back out a little bit. We got a weed up in there too. And this one's coming out, but look at this, the Cherokee tan pumpkin, guys. It's already taking shape. It's going up my vine, my trellis. I guess the vine is going up the trellis, I should say, and I'm excited. I want to know, can I grow a Cherokee tan pumpkin in my greenhouse? Over here, my geraniums are looking really awesome. I keep pinching off and they keep coming back out, so they're doing good. This is the Cherokee lettuce. It is starting to grow a little bit. We've had a lot of wind and a lot of stuff, and it blows wind and rain from this side in, so I don't have to water this side when it's raining like it's been raining. This is one of the beans that I planted a few months ago, and it didn't come up till recently, but I've done harvested beans off this several times. I don't even know what kind it is, but I made me a little trellis, and we're going to just run them up the trellis and see what happens. This is one of the Cherokee purple tomatoes. It is growing well. It gets watered from outside too on this side. These are the burgundy bush beans. Green beans, only they're burgundy. Burgundy green beans, whatever. They make the prettiest purple flower you have ever seen. And I have little beans. Ooh, I even have some purple ones. Look at here, they're already starting. They're hiding from me. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? So shortly, we're gonna be eating beans. Now, there's lots and lots of little ones hanging all in here. I've looked everywhere and seen them coming out. But then we have our squash up in the middle of it. I don't know which one's gonna win this race, but look at that squash. It is taken off. But these are beautiful. And they say these are really prolific, but look at all those blooms. All that, all the way through makes beans. We're gonna have quite a few purple beans before long. I just think it's gorgeous to be able to see. Look at this. I mean, just look. I'm just excited. I love coming in here and seeing color. And this is another one of Danny's squash plants. It's got some little squashes in there that are going to be ready in a few days. Mine is just now getting started good. This one's fixing to take over. And we're back to the kale. So while Danny's out working on the road, I've been in here working on all this and getting it like I wanted it. Pulling a few weeds. You got to weed every now and then and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, my queen dome is exciting. I've been eating out of it. I'm even taking some asparagus out of Danny's. I'm waiting. Danny's got berries that are almost ready. We're going to be updating Danny's on Deep South Homestead before long, and y'all, I can't wait. I'm going to be eating beans and squash within a week. So thank you guys for coming along on this tour of the Queen Dome with the white shade cloth on Crazy Days. Bye guys.